the Carolina Rains have arrived as we are inside a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. For the right to head to Los Angeles for Super Bowl 56, it's time for the NFC Championship game. Here we go. This is DJ Reed returning. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 52. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
22, Christian McCaffrey.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On the carry.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Seahawks.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. Going for Metcalf. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 54 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
The kick is
on this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. First quarter touchdown run. Remember this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance that was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here?
The big bodies up front.
Big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
So off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now a run with McCaffrey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Back to throw. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On the ground, McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. McCaffrey. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. McFarland running out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Panthers nothing.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 5, 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. This is Carson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
And it's third down.
So a third and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And this is good for a first down. His second grab in this NFC Championship bout. They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now second and 13. This shot downfield on second down is brought in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First down.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them. That big play right there.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a second and 1.
Brought down at the 23.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
First and goal.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a first and goal. They'll try and run forward with Petty. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown, Seattle.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Panthers 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jordan Brooks with it. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
Well, the second down throw on target. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executing it to perfection. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flush to his right. The ball comes out. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. A first throw for the backup Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
10 at their own 17-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
56.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
The pass intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt.
It is good.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Brandon McManus set to kick
The
off.
Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the 2nd half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now this one complete on the slant route. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 76 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
The ball carrier. The tackle made by Jordan Brooks. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Check. Watch 60 Bison. Rush in. Right there. 54.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing 19 Lions. Y'all playing the wrong football. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Cut.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Traffic, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run again with Carson. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Seahawks, 1st down.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
To Chris Carson.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown.
Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And this offense is running away with this one. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Mike 5-4, Mike.
2nd and 6. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 40
on first down. He'll drop to throw. He's going up top for Taylor. And my goodness, another interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They run it with Carson. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line.
At the 19-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
To Chris Carson.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this isn't how they mapped out this AFC Championship game on their home turf, but it has been rough sledding pretty much from the start and on into this 4th quarter. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's McCaffrey.
4-yard line.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Chris Carson.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll find the tight end Sullivan complete. And he's got this down to the 35. And this is good for a first down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
He's tackled it.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On 3rd down. It's Carson, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The Seahawks are the NFC champs. Time for us to sign